Hello everyone, and how are you all doing here tonight? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic time and you are having a great, amazing night. In tonight's live stream, we will be talking all about tips and hacks for your next adventure, and wherever it may be, whether it may be a cruise, a land vacation, a road trip, wherever it may be. But we're not going to dive into that right away. We are going to welcome people on into the chat once they come on in. I know Jimmy from A Stewart Tourist and Scott from A Controversial Cruising is just finishing up their lives, so hopefully they will be sending lots of love over here. So, first things off, we are going to we're going to start with a tip and trick. And of course, I do have some other guests that I'm still waiting for to appear in the backstage in the basement. They haven't shown up yet. I guess they're getting their cocktails or beers or whatever their drink of choice happens to be. So let's get the first tip or hack up on the screen, and we will talk all about it. So the first tip that I would like to share, and I'm sure many of other you would definitely for sure agree on, is blend in with the locals. You definitely want to be blending in with the locals, as this will definitely help you with not standing out as a tourist, because sometimes, not all the time, depending on where you are, the locals may like to come after tourists because they know they have lots of money with them. And they normally visit these foreign ports like third world countries and stuff like that. So they want to get your money and do whatever they do, and who knows what else to do harm to you. So by standing out as a local, like you live there, but really you don't, But as a local, it will make you less prone to be a target of theft or whatever they want to try and do. But I have noticed that Mr. Scott from Controversial Cruising has come on in. Welcome on in. I sent you the link earlier today. If you need me to send again, just let me know and I will resend it to you. Mr. Eddie Lugo Studios, yo. Brooklyn in the house. Yes, Brooklyn is definitely in the house. And just give me a quick moment. I have to deal with a quick and very minor situation. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Just had to deal with a quick minor situation. My dog wanted to relocate an item. So I had to get away from him before he relocated and potentially tore it up on me. Because he has plenty of chew toys to play with. So, and they are doing a hashtag trivia raid. So thank you for raiding on over to me. I do Appreciate it a lot. And if you guys would like to come on up onto the screen, the link was sent to you, both of you guys, earlier, so feel free to click on the link. And if you need it again, just let me know and I will resend it. Back on over to...
Yeah, they're coming from behind.
The next one is a hint. Is to download maps and documents. Now you may ask, why would you want to be downloading maps and documents? Well, I have the simple and easiest solution for you. The reason to have it downloaded for maps and documents is simply because so you know where you need to go, where you want to go, and for the documents, you have a backup copy in the unlikely event you happen to misplace or even, in the worst case, lose that document. You at least have a backup document, which is always a great idea to have a backup document on hand for everything. Whether it be your passport, any visas you need, if you have any custody papers, or whatever the issue that paper represents, because it obviously is going to be a very important document because you brought it with you. So having a digital copy for a backup copy, because it was downloaded onto a device that is password protected, and of course make sure it's password protected, because that will help to keep it safe. Heavens forbid someone does get their hands onto your device, they can't access that device of where that document is. Okay, and Mr. Lugo is asking for the link again, so I will send it right on over to you as we speak. Let's... I sent to you also, Scott and Mr. Lugo. So there you guys go. Even though Scott did not ask for it, I'm sent to you while I'm taking care of Mr. Eddie. And there he is in the basement. And just give me a thumbs up that you're ready to rock and roll. I'm assuming you're ready to rock and roll. And here he is. Hello, Mr. Lugo. How are you doing?
All right, dude. How you doing?
I cannot complain too much.
I didn't realize.
Where are you at? A Home Depot or Lowe's?
No, I am actually chillaxing in my studios.
So who's screaming like that?
Oh, you can hear? Okay, I will take care of that issue. Just give me a quick moment, okay?
All right. What's up, Cruise Nuts? Mr. Bill, how you doing? What's up? Just chilling here, waiting for Roberto to get his thing going along. I have no idea what he's doing. Something about download maps and documents. So I'm gonna chill with him here while I do the list also on Facebook. So if you have anything going on tomorrow, let me know. So I just the list tonight, fellows. Friday is very busy day. So it takes a lot of going back and forth for me to put the channels.
There you go. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to tell the nephew to crank down his volume a bit. Sometimes he gets a little loud and doesn't realize how loud he gets.
All right, sorry about that.
So
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was getting beat up or something.
I think he's playing some shooting. I think he's playing some shooting game or some sort.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I never looked at the screen and I never asked. But let's welcome on in some other people. We have Mr. Bill.
And hello to Max. I know Max just say hello to everybody. So
And Max just gave a little shake saying hello to everybody.
yep.
Mr. Mike, the Pineapple Man, the Cruise Nuts.
He's a pineapple master king.
The Pineapple Master King. I see.
He's a master.
And of course, we cannot forget the most important person in the stream, Mr. Nightbot.
You know, funny thing about Nightbot, when I first got into chats and other stuff and started learning about this whole thing, I kept saying, what's up, Nightbot? How you doing? And I was like, what the hell is this Nightbot that doesn't answer back? You know, then I start seeing the messages and stuff like, what the hell is this person? You know, then I started learning about mods and stuff like that. And then he hit me really hard when he told me Nightbot is just a system that keeps an eye on your channel. Like, oh, mapangu then, you know, you learn the hard way. So,
and of course, you're a friend of mine. I think it's Liz, but do correct us if we are wrong. But hello, Liz or Chris, whoever you might be.
All right. So what's going on for tonight? What are you doing? Maps and documents?
Today we are talking all about tips and hints for traveling. Whether it be going by on a cruise, on an air, land trip, wherever it may be. Just a whole bunch of tips and tricks.
Okay.
And so far we have covered maps and documents and blending in with the locals. Would you want to weigh in on any of those two before we move on to the next one, Mr. Eddie?
I like the blending with the locals because let's say when we go to a different port, I like to know some stuff about their country. If I'm able to speak the language, I like that too because usually when we go to let's say we're hanging out in Mexico or Cozumel, and people there it's mostly Spanish, even though they do speak English. Since I speak the language, I like to converse with them in Spanish, and sometimes they feel more comfortable. They feel more, you know, they tend to give you a better service because you're giving them the extra mile and feeling them, you know, that you're part of that. You know, they're not visiting me; I'm visiting them. So I try to do the respect part of speaking in their language and follow some other traditions also. And the maps and document, it's good to have all that stuff ready with you and print out whatever you need. Like always, it's good to have an extra picture of your documents also on your phone plus on paper. It's like back in the old days when there was no GPS on your phone. We had to print every direction we were able to find to wherever we were going, because without that stuff, you just get lost easily unless you somehow you were a magic man in your head and was able to know your way. But you know, back then it was MapQuest was the main thing. Back in those days, we're talking about 20 years ago. Me and Alice went to you know, like left New York to go to Brooklyn to go up to Niagara Falls. Went to Pennsylvania. Went some few places, and we always print out directions. Now it's so easy that you got everything on your phone, but at the same time you got to be careful too. Don't put too much on your phone in case you happen to lose it. Make sure you lock that phone to have a good combination lock on it so nothing happens to it. Always keep a password you no matter where you go. Keep that sucker in your pocket because
Correct.
you might need it someplace that you just never know. There's many times that we have gone out of here and I carry my passport. It stays on my pocket the whole time. I don't even get to take it out unless when we get back to the cabin and we get undressed. I pull the passport out and I get ready for the next day. Put in my next shorts and put it right back into the front pocket just to
Hmm.
be safe. Especially with this Latino face that I have, I don't want to be said, oh, you need to stay here or something. No,
No,
say
no, no,
no.
no.
That's not happening. So I ain't gonna be no East LA kind of thing. So no, I want to be safe. At the same time, just in case anything happens, I'm able to pull the little book out and I say, here, check it out. So I could be clear. Whatever the conditions are. So
Yeah, and of course the other thing with having a download paper copy of a map is sometimes the GPSs they like to send you on a wild goose chase.
oh yeah, yes.
So it may say you need to go this way, meanwhile you're going the wrong direction. So sometimes it's always
Yep.
best to have a paper copy just to be safe, to make sure what it's telling you is what it's supposed to be telling you by the GPS. So that's
Yep.
another big bonus piece of why you should have a paper copy for your map.
See, Carnival Crusaders Liv says we always take pictures of our passports with us and leave the passport in the safe. I don't. I will not leave it in any safe. Anybody, I want that sucker with me. Even though I have a picture of it in my phone, just in case I do get stuck and left behind, I got the real thing with me. So yeah,
Well,
but
also having
that's
a
just me.
yeah, but also having a digital copy or photocopy of it. Heavens forbid if you do end up losing it for some reason somehow, you at least have a easier chance of getting it replaced because they have the number
Yeah,
on the passport.
that's
So all
right.
they gotta do is look it up. Yep, it's you, and
Moving on.
move on. Get your emergency passport, and it can save you.
A big
I don't want
headache.
to say thousands of dollars, but lots and lots of time because
Well, no
you
matter
see.
the amount of money, you're gonna come up with it and try to take care of business. But it just be safe, save it. If you do carry it on you, like me, I make sure that it's in
Mhm.
my pocket every time, what's my call my most of my shorts have zippers, and I put the sucker in there and I close the zipper and I put it on a plastic bag before I put it so the sweat from me doesn't damage the passport. And also, if it rains, uh, sometimes I will get wet. So this way is saved also. Let's see.
Yeah. So the next tip that I have is to save the most amount of money for upcoming trips. Book it out as far as possible because the further out you do book, you are tend to save more money than booking it almost last minute. Because
Okay.
if I was gonna book a trip tonight for to leave tomorrow, I guarantee I will probably pay at least 8 to 10 times more
Yeah,
than
top
what I
dollar.
originally paid.
Top dollar you'll be paying.
I'll be paying top dollar. And I know some more people have now jumped into the chat. See where I left off. Scott, Mr. Jeremy, and Cheryl. has jumped on in. So we know this is definitely Jeremy. And he is saying hello there. Sorry for being late. You are definitely never late to a live stream. But we had a little emergency thing with Hannah. Well, hopefully she is okay. Carl Crew Addicts is acknowledging that comment. Scott is saying hello. This is Cheryl. Jeremy is with Hannah. Okay. So, hello, Cheryl, from Jeremy's account.
That's a new member, right? Hello, welcome.
So, hello and welcome.
Welcome in.
Welcome on in. Yes, that's changed. Used to have last minute deals. Yeah. Now they are fully booked.
Yep.
Yes. So it can be with almost anything. Like it could be with airlines. It could be with booking train tickets, cruises now. Like they just want to get it packed. And sometimes they will even oversell to hope that someone won't show up.
Yeah.
So
they do oversell. I remember my last flying activities was in 2017. I remember a lot of times getting to the airport and they say, we're oversold. We're looking for volunteers. Here's this amount of money for either credit or something, forward to a future flight and all that stuff. I remember one time they were offering a nice big amount of cash money. I think they were up to about 600 to miss the flight and take a 3-4 hour flight later. So I went ahead and called Alice to let her know that I was going to be coming home a little later than planned. And I said, that sounds like a good amount of money because there were no credit, no nothing. They were giving you cash money. So by the time I called Alice and talked to her about it and went up to the counter, too late. Somebody beat me to it because when the last I heard was 600, it went up to 900, almost 1,000. So somebody jumped at it fast and shoot. So I said, well, maybe next time. And it's been a while since I've been into an airport. So we usually lately we just been traveling, either cruising or driving the car to the port, to the close port, and that's how we've been doing lately without taking a flight. So.
Yeah, like I've been watching my trip, and so far things are wide open.
Yeah.
Now I prefer to get there when I plan to get there, but if a good offer comes, by all means, I'm going to jump on it.
Okay.
Because I have an extra day to play with. But
yeah, that's another thing. Don't get there the day of your cruise. It's not a good thing. Nope.
You don't want to be going in the day of your cruise. By all means, do not do it. That's the worst thing.
Yep.
And if you hear that comment saying, "Oh, it's fine, you can fly in the day of your cruise," turn around and tell them, "You're nuts. You're nuts." Especially if you're doing it privately. If you're doing it through the cruise line, then they hold that responsibility.
Yeah.
As long as you've done everything that you need to do. But by all means, fly in at least a day in advance at the bare minimum.
Even I won't even do a red line flight. I will try to do the evening before the latest. Even if I get there and I have to sleep at the parking of the port, I'll rather do that. I'll wait for them to open in the morning. They just walk in with the luggage. So yeah, I'd rather do that.
Yeah, because like I said, you can find amazing deals booking way out, and literally it's really, really dirt cheap. So that's the best way to go. The next one I have on my list is a hint to pack multi-purpose adapters. Now you may ask, why multi-purpose adapters? Well, if you are traveling to another country that doesn't service the adapter that you currently have,
Oh yeah.
and for the plug, for example, if you go over to Asia or Europe, they have different style plugs. So they will not have the adapting that you need. So you need to plug into their adapter, their plug, and then adapt into what yours is.
That's right.
So that is a great tool to have if you do go to these foreign countries that use different adapters for their electricity. And welcome on in, Mr. Jeremy. How are you doing here tonight?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yep. Y'all talk about charging devices on the ship.
We're talking about charging devices. We even talked about saving money as much as you possibly can by booking all the way out. We even went down talking about maps and documents and even blending in with the locals. With all those ones that we've talked about,
There you go.
USB porter looks like you show me.
USBs. When it's not being used on the ship, it is used to power my key lights here at the desk.
Nice.
Yep. Double duty. So that's what we do with ours, is we use them here. And that's why the number one bag gets packed at the last minute, because the charging station is being used.
Well, luckily for me, I actually have a traveling charging docking station
Mm-hmm.
and then a studio docking station.
Nice.
So I'm double covered, so I don't have to worry about moving devices back and forth.
Right.
Because I am the one that I will probably forget to grab it. And hopefully I forget to grab it at home than say on a cruise ship.
Right. Yeah, some things.
If you forget on the cruise ship, you'll never see it again.
I know some things do stay in the permanent packing kit. Like my backpack, it has like a flashlight and sunscreen and things that I know I'm going to need whenever I go on cruises that are purchased separately from the stuff that we use here. But yeah, man, these charging towers are really nice and neat, and most of them come with little short cords that you can use. That's what I like about them, is like you can just stack all the stuff right there on the desk, and you don't have all of these long cords just hanging off the thing. It's a big mess using long cords for me, so I like the little short 6-inch cords.
Yeah, and Mr. Mike from Cruise Nuts, the Pineapple Master King, he likes to use a 10-port hub. I think that's the one I have. If not, then it's 12 ports, and it's all USB.
Yep.
So basically, I could just plug everything, because everything's all run by USB now these days. Yeah, so it's always good to have a multi-use adapter for when you're visiting these foreign ports. Because if you don't have it, then you are, I guess, SOL, because you cannot recharge your devices.
Yep.
And that could potentially be an extremely big deal.
Yep.
For you. All right. And of course, if people in the chat have other tips or hints what they like to do, please do feel free to drop it on into the chat, and we will bring it up and for sure talk about it. So don't be shy to share your ideas if I haven't covered any of them yet.
Right?
The following tip is to plan ahead and be flexible.
Yep.
What does that mean? That for sure definitely in my books mean to plan ahead and be flexible in the sense as be prepared for something to go wrong. So your flight, using the fact as it's a flight, your flight's going to be delayed. It might be canceled. It might be postponed to the next day. Whatever it might be flexible and not say, I have to be here by this set time.
Mm-hmm.
And leave yourself to a crunch where absolutely nothing can go wrong. Because sometimes, yeah, emergencies do occur, and that's the rare occasion that nothing can go wrong. But we're talking about being on vacation. Be flexible in the sense of plan for something to go wrong. Because every time I go away, I'm guaranteed something goes wrong. Like an example, my last trip when I went down to New Orleans, the very first thing that went wrong was we couldn't even get into our own room that we rented. And we kept on saying, it's not working. It's not working. They checked to see, is the card programmed correctly? Yep, it was programmed correctly. So eventually they had to send out maintenance. Maintenance tried. They were able to get in. So they said, okay, try your card again. Maybe you're not doing it correctly. We were doing it fully correctly. There was a problem with the recognizing mechanism bananas
Mm-hmm.
on the door.
Oh,
So
there we go.
they had to, yeah. So they had to fix it. They had to replace that machine. Then, unfortunately, there were some plumbing issues inside that room that had issues. So they had to move us. So that was just, I know, very, but it wasn't a stinky scenario, thank heavens. But they had to move us to another room because
like 3 p.m.
it wasn't going to be suitable for the 2 nights over there.
Yep.
So we had to be flexible with all that stuff. So like those are just 2 instances I could think of top of my head that went wrong on that trip. Now I'm sure something will go wrong on the next trip. What will it be? Who knows?
I think we have to wait till the vlog comes out.
But we will sure have to wait for that vlog to come on out to find out what it is.
Yep.
But let's ask Eddie, what is some flexibilities that you've had to occur and plan ahead?
Where on our last trip when we went to New Jersey we drove to New Jersey, and we made it to the hotel early, like 9 o'clock in the morning, because we drove straight from Atlanta. So we were there by 9 o'clock in the morning, and I knew it was too early for them to give us a room anyway. You know, they usually make you wait till 1 or 2 o'clock anyway. Check-in was at 3. So since we knew we were there early, we were gonna just go have breakfast and then meet with our daughter and the grandkids and spend the day with them. So when we made it to the hotel, we checked out to see if we could at least leave the luggage or whatever there. They were not too friendly. And I told the guy, well, he says, well, you got to wait till it's check-in time. So I said, okay, we're going to go meet with some family. So I'll be back around 4. Oh, okay, everything will be cool. And then I will check you in at 4 when you come in. So we left. We go do our thing, meet up with the daughter, meet up with the grandkids. We have a great time, all that. We go out to eat after. We went to Bahama Breeze. So we end up getting back to the hotel around 6:37. I did get a call in the meantime while we were there at the restaurant, and I couldn't hear the person talking to me. It's kind of real bad in the connection, and I couldn't tell where they were calling me from. So I left it. Okay, I can't hear you, and I hang up, and I kept having dinner. We make it back to the hotel, and it was then that called to let us know that since we were not there at check-in time, our room was gone. We did not have a room to stay. So of course, my flexibility went up to here. And I heard that. I said, "Listen, we were here 9 o'clock this morning. Your morning guy, we spoke to him. And we let him know we were coming back. So okay, so Ali says we got there to the hotel around 12. So I told the guy we were coming back, and we were not here on the time that they wanted us to wait till. I wasn't going to wait 2 or 3 hours sitting around for it.
No way.
But we already had some other stuff to do. So somehow out of nowhere a room shows up, still on the first floor.
Nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
out of the you being up to here, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
I know exactly where it came from.
Right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Drop down the sky.
Yeah. The rest
You
of whatever.
better communicate better because we were here earlier. So you better get these taken care of, buddy.
Yep.
So we got they could check cameras and all that and saw that we were there earlier. And we
Yeah.
spent a good amount of time with the guy up front.
Wow.
So yeah, we got the room, and it wasn't the best. Jersey, you gotta be very schematic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't want to stay anywhere near the port, so we stay in
The port's what? Bayonne, Eddie?
Bayonne. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to stay anywhere near Bayonne. Hell no. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, we stayed in Woodbridge.
There you go. That part.
Yeah. And still the hotel wasn't that great anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just one night. We just needed to sleep for the next day, and we did it because we were gonna meet with the kids and have a great time. So spend a lot of time, and I'm telling you, the moment we got in that room, shower, bed, and we were done. I think like 9 o'clock at night. So, but I had to be a little bit flexible. But I flexed my muscles, and I said, "Listen, no, I say, "Hey, we drove straight here, and then you're gonna tell me there's no room, buddy? You better." Oh my God!
Yep.
Yeah, no, like when we were in New Orleans, we got there about 10 o'clock ish, maybe 11, and I knew check-in wasn't until about 3.
Yeah.
So I was prepared. Okay, well, if we can't check in, we'll figure out something else to do.
Mhm.
Even if we have to lug our bags around with us.
Yeah.
Hopefully that wasn't the case. Luckily that was not the case. And I said to the guy, I know we're here very early. We just landed not that long ago. Is there any chance we can check on in early? The guy was so nice, he says, yep, no problem, we can check in. And that's when we start having the issues.
That's probably why the door didn't. That's probably why the door didn't work.
Maybe.
It was too early. You try to throw off the algorithm. Well, we stayed at the same location that y'all stayed at, and flexible
without knowledge.
Yes, and flexible is a strong word right here, because that 3-star joint right there, it needs improvement. The clientele needs improvement. And also another flexibility point that I want to discuss is whenever you get into your port city, you want to make sure to save enough time that way you can go get a decent place, a decent place to eat, especially if you're in a place like New Orleans where food is life. Okay. We got in late, dropped our bags, checked out the room's good. We drive out and say, we're going straight to the French Quarter. Well, guess what? It's Halloween weekend. There is nothing open. It was booze 1.0. I'm serious. Wow. This was New Orleans. Okay. So we're driving around. We drove across Bourbon Street. Everybody's crossing in front of the truck. We just had to wait. till everybody passed, and then inch. I mean, we drove through the French Quarter, and then I was like, okay, there's an IHOP or a Denny's in the parking lot where we're staying, right? And so, yeah, you definitely have to be flexible with your time and show up slightly early before everything starts closing up on you in the port city where you're going. Galveston, everywhere closes up early. I told Eddie and him this. I was like, hey, when we sailed out on the Prima, I'm like, we got this, and that. You know, if we make it in a certain time, then we can go here, and there. But we all ended up coming in a little early. That way we can go up and enjoy a meal at Chili's. But had that been 10 o'clock, forget about it. They're closed. Galveston closes up early. And I did want to discuss about that, but maybe I put it in the chat here. A tip I have: if you're using a port shuttle service, then you should drop your bags off first, then go park and get on the shuttle. It not only provides more room for other people's bags, but it also gives you the peace of mind that your bags are going to end up in the right hands of the right porters. Because once you put your bags in somebody else's hands, you know, then it could go anywhere. Me personally,
it could, yeah.
I like to walk it right up to the collection door where the porters are coming in and out with the carts and stuff, and say, here, this is where it's at. And you could do that right here in Galveston if you know where to pull up at. Like, there's this big old giant door.
And you give him $2, he'll walk it up to your cabin for you and put it in your room.
Really?
I mean, damn near. I mean, pretty close, Jeremy.
I mean, come on. Let's get some real tips going here. I would love that.
Hey, I'm telling you, those porter guys, there are more percentage of people that don't tip the porter guys that don't tip the porter guys that do.
Right.
So I'm telling you, you flash a $5 bill, I'm telling you, your bags, they'll be priority. And you won't even have to pay for it. I'm telling you.
Wow. And look, baby says, don't bring up New Orleans Hotel. I'd rather eat glass.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep. Let's also welcome on in
Cheryl.
CNS Travel.
Hey.
Welcome on in.
Sherman.
Concho.
And Crystal made it in too.
Crystal.
And yeah, it's not Crystal. Yeah. And she'd rather eat glass than
travel. Yeah. That hotel, it was okay. It was a place to lay your head down, but I wouldn't write home about it at all.
No, I definitely would not.
It was like
I really liked the Drury Suites when I stayed in New Orleans. They were actually really nice. I stayed in there. I think I stayed there twice. So I've been in New Orleans a bunch of times. A couple times I stayed with friends. But the couple times I had to stay, I think I've stayed at the Drury Hotel. And there was one other hotel, but it wasn't memorable. But the Drury actually stood out. They were clean. The people were friendly. It was, reasonably mid-of-the-road price. But, I mean, it was very close to the port. So,
okay. Well, that dog hunt. Next time we may have to do that.
Yep. Drury.
URY. Yeah, Drury.
Yep. And then for Mr. Scott, we have a bucket load of questions for you to catch you all up to speed.
Oh boy, hit me with
what we
Rob.
covered so far.
I got a lottery ticket we can scratch at the end.
Oh,
yeah. Ooh.
If it's a winner, I claim 25%.
25. Okay.
Well, I want to be generous. I want the other two to at least be able to catch a percentage.
Who said I was giving any to Eddie?
I tried, Eddie.
No,
he did.
Eddie would get the most of it. Eddie would get the most of it.
Anyways, the questions are planning ahead and being flexible, multi-use adapters.
Oh yeah, what charging device do you use to get up all your camera gear and your phones and stuff while traveling? What kind?
Good question. Is it right here? Well, I did not even plan. Okay, so it is the Rav Power. This thing is beefy, let me tell you. But this thing will charge your devices in about 17 minutes flat.
Wow.
I do not have a link. I can't tell you where to get this because back when I was back in 2021, when I was doing a little reselling on eBay, this bad boy came out of one of the return bins for I don't know, $8 or $7. And guess what? I kept it. And it has been, honestly, I'm telling you. Okay, so look at this. Not only does it have a top USB charger, right? It also has a plug. So a regular plug, if you have a plug, it has I'm sorry, Rob, an American plug in the top here as well.
We're the same up here.
Where's that? That USB-C?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's also the way you charge it too. You charge it.
Okay, but this is like a power bank, though. It's like
Yes.
okay. It's a battery charger.
Yes.
All right. Well, I see it, and I know why it's so powerful. It's 100 watts or 65 watts.
No, actually,
That's a powerful charger.
20, whatever that's
20,000.
No, 20 mAh.
Yeah.
Milliamps. That's its capacity. I have a big one, and it's a 10,000 mAh. That yours and mine charges my phone twice from 0 to 100. And that's how much it can do. But a 20 would do it 4 times.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's good. But the speed in which it charges, I'm thinking that it's a high powered charger as well.
It is.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Rav powered.
One of the other previous questions we had was saving money in advance by booking out as far as possible.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, what'd you find?
I found your charger.
Oh, you did?
Rav Power 20,000 milliamp power bank, $90.99 at Rav Power.
Yeah.
It's
And that's why I kept it, because I saw that it was a little bit more than that back in 2021, like slightly over that, and that's why I kept it. I was like, oh, this is a good charger. Like, I'm not
cool, and it powers plug-in stuff too. That's amazing.
Yep. However, okay, so I'll preface, the only time that I don't bring this is actually when I'm going with my buddy Richard, because he's got the ones that you have. He's got like 6 of them.
Right.
So I don't. It makes mine look like he looks at mine and goes, "What is this little thing? Get this out of here!" Right? Yeah, basically. So that's the only time I don't bring it. But if I'm traveling with like a first time cruiser, or I'm traveling by myself, that thing always comes with me. Or if I'm going to my parents, or I'm going any place just like on a plane by myself, that I'm telling you, it comes with me. It's amazing.
Yep. So how far out do you book your trips?
Ooh, that's a good question. So, the booking windows for cruises have been, it's just been increasing. It's just been getting longer and longer, right? And I don't even think it's because of cruise deals anymore, to be honest with you. I think it's because people are realizing that the places that they want to go to, right? There's places like Alaska that are limiting the passengers that are going to their to their ports, right? Greece is also thinking about limiting their ports, right? You say, okay, Greece and Alaska. Okay, well, what about like, Bar Harbor, Maine? They're also thinking about doing the same thing about limiting passengers, right? So now people are looking to book these guaranteed or cruises that are available in 2026, 2027, right? The booking windows are larger, but people are now hopping on those opportunities because they're saying, if NCL, Carnival, Royal are going to take my money for a guaranteed spot to Bar Harbor or Puerto Rico or wherever it may be that they don't go to normally, take my money right now.
Yep.
Take my money right now. And people are booking. I'm talking to people that are booking in 28 now. I'm thinking 27 is out there. I'm like, wow, you're booking in 27. That's out there. They're like, yeah, I know it's out there. And then I heard somebody say, yeah, we just put a deposit down for 2020.
Yep.
I said, excuse me? So for me, Rob, I mean, I'm booking them as the opportunities come to me because I'm kind of unique in the way that I book my cruises. But I would say personally, on the other side, if I'm booking it with my friend, I'm looking out now into 2026. If I'm actually looking with my best friend now who doesn't cruise a lot or doesn't cruise much. And we're looking into 2026 because he's got kids and things and a family, and there's a lot more going on there. So 2026 makes more sense for me financially. It makes more sense for him family wise and other things. So it's getting a lot larger, believe me.
And since you talked about 26,
Mhm.
you do know that there is a Booze Cruise 3.0
I do.
out of Tampa.
And I heard only if you win the dance off with me will I end up going on the 3.0. So the 2.0, I do know that I'm going on. And I do know that there has been a few videos floating in the Go Live Together in the morning. And if, I happen to just, dance you off the paradise, I don't know if I can make the 3.0. But if Rob just happens to, groove it and move it, I think it can be there. I think it can be there. So you have the moves, what it takes to outdance Captain Controversy.
I think it's the opposite way around.
Oh. What do you mean? I mean, I hope you don't spin and take anybody out. I mean, that's
right.
That would have been funny.
I know.
That definitely would have been
Jeremy
funny.
goes.
Yeah, it almost happened.
Where's Cheryl? Cheryl's like,
Yep.
We will have multiple dance-offs, and I know Eddie's going to be there with his camera recording everybody. Look at him. He's a
yes.
Well, like I said, unfortunately, I won't be on the 2.0. I know.
Well, guess what? I'm just going to have to virtually call you before I leave port, and we're going to have to have a virtual dance-off.
There we go. Simply because I just getting home from Alaska.
Ooh, Alaska. Well, I'm definitely going to dance your butt off. It's cold. I love Alaska, Rob. So I really hope you enjoy that cruise. I love Alaska.
Yeah, it'll be my first time catching Alaska.
Are you going by yourself?
No, my mother's coming along.
Oh, nice. Oh, dude.
And that's one of her bucket cruises too.
Can I give you a tip about Alaska though?
Sure.
Do you like seafood?
I don't mind seafood. My mom doesn't.
Okay. Well, if you are going to get crab legs or you were thinking about getting crab legs, when you get to Juneau, please, whatever you do not go to Tracy's and pay the $135 a pound that it is for the crab legs. People are standing there and it looks appetizing, but guess what? I'm going to tell you that Tracy's gets paid by the cruise lines to advertise them on their ships. Instead, walk your little butt right around there with your mom and go to Alaskan Brewing Depot, and there are crab legs. There's multiple things for your mom to eat if she doesn't eat seafood, and you can get a good beer, you can get a good soda, you can get whatever you would like. And the crab legs there, guess what? I promise you, they swim in the same sea, and probably the same fisherman caught them for $70.
Wow.
So you can thank Controversial Cruising later when you eat those crab legs. If you want to eat crab legs for $70, and that's anybody listening along going to Arizona, going to Alaska, go to Alaska Brewing Depot. And I'm not sponsored. I don't get paid by them. I'm just telling you the good information. Tracy's, don't get lured into Tracy's, and everybody, you'll see plenty of videos on the internet about Tracy's. Rob, steer clear. I will save you a lot of money by steering clear. Are the crab legs good? Yeah, they're just as good as Alaskan Brewing Depot. Just as good.
Yep. What's the price difference? And then the other two were talking about downloading maps and documents, and then
70 and 135 are the other ones.
Wait, okay, so downloading maps and documents, expand on that. What's the question on it?
Well, it was a hint as like a thing that you should do. Download maps and documents.
I would say the only tip I have around that is whatever cruise line you're going on is to make sure that you're familiar with the app that is offered, right? And I I use Carnival a lot, so I'm probably going to be guilty when I go on Celebrity next year. I go on MSC and I have to download all these apps and I'm lost. But with that said, I will do that a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance, and I will get myself familiar. Don't get up to the cruise ship when you're embarking, download the app and go, "Whoa, it doesn't work." Make sure you get familiar with the app, because right now with technology, the way that it's going, you can reserve shows, you can reserve dinner times, you can reserve excursions, you can do everything through the app, from checking balances to doing exactly what I just said. So I just say familiarize yourself with the technology that's available from your cruise line.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, with what's being hinted in towards that comment is like when you're on land and stuff like that.
Ooh, when you're on
But
land.
on the sidetrack, since you talked about dinner times and all that, enlighten me about carnivals as anytime dining. How do you go upon saying, "Hey, I'm here. I'm checking on in"?
So checking on in, what I do, I use the app. And I'll check in 20 minutes before I know I want to eat, or 30 minutes before I know I want to eat. Because if you check in when you want to eat, well, you're only going to get what they call hangry, right? And you're going to be, you're only going to get hangry, right? And you're going to get impatient waiting. And, right, why wait until you're actually hungry in order to hit that reserve button when you know there's a 20, 30, 90-minute wait?
They don't want you to do that anyway. What I would do is check in from the room,
Yep.
and then wait till you get your notification, and then haul tail down there. That way you say, "My table's ready. I got a notification."
And if it's 90 minutes,
they don't want you crowding. They don't want you crowding the corridors around the main dining rooms either. So it's like, I know that on the your time dining, you can check in, but there are limitations. If you have early or late dining on Carnival, you're not allowed to, or set time dining, you are not allowed to check into specialty restaurants at least until 8:30. I know that for sure.
Yes.
Now, because you have anytime dining, you can check in after 7:30. That gives you a whole hour where you can actually go and eat. It's good that you have anytime dining, because Carnival is pretty hard on that. That's a hard and fast rule. If you have set time dining, they're going to hold you to that.
Right. And if I have anytime dining and I see it's a little bit longer of a wait, I'll hit reserve and I'll take my nighttime rinse off. I always do a nighttime rinse off before, and either I put the same clothes on or I put different clothes on, but I'll do the nighttime rinse off. And then it's like, oh, I only got 20 minutes till dinner. I walk down there. Now it's only a 10-minute wait. So,
yep. And what about you, Doc? Save them onto your phone or an iPad or something like that. So it's always you have a backup.
If I'm going off the ship, I will take pictures of my physical ID. I will take even though my ID is in my pocket, I'll take a picture of my ID. I'll take a picture of my passport, and I'll take in pictures of any important prescriptions that I have at the time if I am on any prescription medications. And I will have them on my phone in my pocket at all times, right? And it doesn't guarantee you anything, but the fact that you have pictures and you have other IDs and you have other forms of identification, at least it helps. And hey, it could build you a case for if you get stranded and you need to see the consulate or something to get a temporary passport. Say, hey, look, this is my passport. Here's my ID. Here's my insurance card. Here's a credit card. He's like, oh, okay, well, this guy is really Scott W. You know who says he is. So. I always take pictures with it. I also take my passport off the ship. I know a lot of people don't do that because of the size of it and it's bulky. I don't want to carry it. It gets sticky. I mean, I've heard every excuse in the book of not wanting to carry your passport off, but I know Jeremy is just like me. I'm carrying it off. I don't care.
Got to have a guarantee, because if you do not have that, the standing rule is that you cannot leave that country without it.
Right. And I have it. It's right there. It's right there on that ship. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, here you go. I'm sorry.
No,
we have to take.
Can't do it.
It's right there. I'm sorry, sir. We're taking.
Yeah, I take my passport off the ship for sure.
Me too. On me. But I also take I am extra precautionary, and I also take a picture of it because what happens if I lost it? What happened? I mean, there's
That's
so
why I
many
take the
other
bag.
things that could happen, right? I leave my shorts somewhere, and my passport was in my shorts, and now I'm like, oh shit, I have my bathing suit on, and I'm like, oh well, now I have a picture of my passport and my phone. Okay,
Pretty smart.
Yep. And then blending of the locals.
Yep.
I don't blend out. I blend with, man. I blend with. I'm sorry. I just, any of the locals. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a minority too, and I don't know, but I blend with the locals. The locals will show you where the best food is. The locals will show you where the best spots are too, as well. And I have personally made some really good friends with some locals that I've stayed in contact with years and years down the road. And example, the friend that I'm actually linking up our Go Live Together crew in the Booze 2.0 with, she's a friend that I met almost 12 years ago, and I have gone on three city tours with her. She now has a full established tour company in Jamaica, which was cool because she wasn't an established tour. Now she has her own business, and I saw her build it up, and we've been friends for 12, 13 years. And I mean, every time her excursions are something different, and she shows you a little bit of a different part of the land. And I think I shared this with the Usual Suspects or Go Live Together. She wants to take us to a school and show us like a schooling in Jamaica, and she asked me permission. She's like, I know, you were wanting to go on a tour with your friends. Is it okay if we go to a school? I said, I think they would really enjoy that. It's not young people. It's people that are couples and have wives and kids. And she's like, oh, I think they would really, really enjoy that. She's like, okay, cool. I just wanted to, run it by you first. But people like that, she was a local, Rob. And I met her in Jamaica through a friend of a friend on a ship who linked me up and said, hey, this is a good local. But again, the locals on the ship, I tend to blend with them because I've had really, really, good experiences. Am I more precautionary now? Yes, I am definitely more precautionary, but I have a really good feeling for, people. And when that situation doesn't feel right, I leave. I'm like, hey, I'm good. Thank you very much.
Right.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Thank you very much. No,
Yep.
I know how to say no. So you just walk away, and it is what it is. So.
Yep. And then my next hint is talking all about the way you pack your clothes. It's always best to roll your clothes to maximize the space. Because when you roll, you got more space.
Topic. This is a controversial topic. I missed this. Boys, gentlemen, are you rollers or are you folders?
I'm folder. I'm a folder all the way.
How did I guess that?
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling. No, sir.
What?
Gotta roll them.
I knew it. Eddie, you're a roller, are you?
Hannah's a roller. Baby's a roller. I lay my stuff out flat.
Well, I do start rolling everything.
Mm-hmm.
My panties, my bras, everything. I roll.
Nice.
And then,
All right, okay, Rob. This is gonna sound weird, but I am a true hybrid. Okay, I have one packing cube that I put all of my t-shirts in. Okay, I'm a frequent t-shirt changer. I change my t-shirts a lot because I sweat.
Mm-hmm.
But I have one packing cube that is, a decent size, and I fit all my t-shirts in. It fits about 33 t-shirts if I fill it out to capacity. Everything else, like my pants and everything else, my dress shirts, I fold. I do not roll those. So it's really like a true hybrid. I have one packing cube that has all my things that are rolled, and then I have everything under it that is folded, and then about two pairs of shoes, a dress shoe and a sneaker or a tennis shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we obviously have covered this topic multiple times throughout the night. Keeping your documents safe.
Yep.
Ooh.
So whether it be on your person, if you're cruising inside your safe, that's where the best place is to keep it, because then you know exactly where it is. And then It's up to you if you want to pull out when you go into port. Some will say yes, some will say no. Do what's best for you, what you think is best. But when your ship's at sea, just throw it in the safe, lock it up, because you won't need it.
Even
I keep it in my
the ship,
backpack.
walk around with it.
Yep.
Even in the ship, I walk with that thing in my pocket.
Really? Oh,
Interesting.
wow. Okay.
I never use the room safe.
Yep. Nope.
I
All you
don't.
gotta do is 0000 and it opens.
Right.
So,
That part.
thank you.
That one.
There's my tip.
How
on the night.
safe? How
Right.
safe is it?
They told everybody the code.
Yep.
I may have to give that a test drive.
Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
Test it out. It'll blow your mind, man. But yeah,
I'm your person.
it stays in my backpack. I know exactly
Same.
where it is. When I even go into port, I get my passport stamped because you got that one opportunity. If you ain't never been to that country before, get that passport stamped. Take the time to do it.
And I keep forgetting to do that.
It's all about making that memory, you know. And if it's like you get to stand around in the information center while they're doing it, you can cool off. You can take your water break. Sometimes there's restrooms in the place, you know, just to familiarize yourself with the touristy information center, at least. You know, I know it may sound kind of cheesy, but they got these little places where you can get your passport stamp, make that memory. And then at the end of your or whenever you're going to renew your passport, just look through the pages and see how many places have I been. You know, I know that no matter if I've been to a port before or not, I get them to stamp it. You know, so that's a part of the cruise cadence that I've learned to adopt as well, is look for the passport stamp. People, a lot of times they'll do it for free, but I tip them $5 anyway. They appreciate American money. Believe me, that stuff goes a long way in a foreign country.
Oh yeah.
You got American money? Ooh, what can we do? You know?
Yeah.
We'll stamp it twice.
Yep.
As many times your heart desires.
And the coins in Curacao are magnetic.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Interesting. Which comes to talking about that, and not only that place, but all the other places, is check to see if they have free city tours.
Yes.
Yep. There's a free train. It's a double-decker train in Aruba, and it's free. It goes all around the little port, and it goes out of the port area, and it goes all around the downtown little area, and it comes back to the port for free.
In Bermuda, there's two. A tram that is free that takes you from the port to the other side to the towers shopping area, and they brings you back close to the port. And also there's a train that is takes you all the way back to your ships, whichever ship you're in. But that one has a charge for. There's a fee to be paid on that one. That takes is an excursion. It goes goes out longer. But there's a little tram that goes. When we got out of Celebrity, we went across the port area, jumped in, took us to the other side, dropped us off. We did our shopping, hopped back in it, brought us very close to the port, within the entrance, because they're not allowed once after in the afternoons. They're not allowed to go into the port. They got to be by the gate and drop everybody off and go back to their business. But yeah, we tip them a couple bucks if you want, for saving. It's a nice little walk. You could do it. Plenty of things to do and to see. Yep. But might as well take the tram, and it's a quick little ride, and it's very nice and comfortable. So we have room for the walker also, so it was okay. And I believe there's one in Key West also. There's a trolley that goes around.
There's a hop on, hop off, open tram thing that goes to Mile Zero, Hemingway House, a lot of the hit points in Key West.
Yeah.
I was going to do that, but then Baby and I, we walked down the street. We walked back up and sat right where the little tram thing parks, and we were able to hear the whole presentation play out loud without paying for it. We just sat there and listened to what they said. So all of the little tips about Key West, we got to find out for free without having to tip on it at all.
The few things that I want to do when we get to Key West is within the area, so we'll be okay. I've been there before. I mean, it's been a while since I've been there, but Alice has never been there. So
ours was December 2022, I think. Last time we were there,
May has been over 20 years. So
yeah.
I hope we get a long port time because usually they do like a 7 to 11, and nothing is open at 11 o'clock, and it's like everybody's got to get back on the ship. So I hope it's like a 7 to 4, or and
something like that. Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course, always stay connected with whoever you're traveling with, the loved ones back home, friends, family, whatever it is. Make sure you stay connected with them.
Was it good or were you hungry?
I'm hungry.
Just so they know everything's okay.
Oh.
And then, of course, you do need to check to see if the places you're going, do you require a visa?
That's a good question.
Because some places that you go to, you do need to have a visa. And we're not talking like a visa, to charge to the Visa card and I'll take care when I get home. No, this is a travel visa.
Yeah, I have one.
Oh.
You don't have
I have a visa and a Discover that I take with me.
Viva la Visa.
I know, right? Viva la MasterCard.
Yeah, not in Puerto Rico. So for now, unless things change. And
when you go to foreign ports, bring cash money too.
Cash money.
PayPal money, no that monopoly
use
stuff.
Plastic abroad.
Yeah.
Cash is gold.
Cash is gold.
Which, with that statement there about going into foreign ports, stay aware of your surroundings.
And if you do bring cash, make sure that it's in a single denomination. Don't be showing up $100 bills everywhere you go because
all bills,
somebody's keeping an eye on you.
1s and 5s.
Yes.
1s and 5s, not 10s or 20s, because you're not going to get far because they'll talk you out of that whole 20.
Yes.
It's like, well, I got 5
and more.
I can put in your bag here. Just give me the whole 20. Because that's what they're after.
Yep.
Especially in Cozumel. Don't flash no 20 and expect any change because
they might not have change at all.
Oh yeah.
Quote unquote.
They probably do. They just don't want to give it.
You know what? That's what I tried to
say. I'm back in pesos. That's my issue. It's like let me spend the whole 20. Don't give me no
in Barbados. I asked for their tender to return the whatever cash. Of course, I got through because they probably gave me less, but at least I got the denominations that I wanted. So
nice.
It worked out.
Oh, that's Porsche.
And of course, make sure you have a reusable water bottle. Don't drink the water from these foreign ports because their water is different from our type of water.
Yep.
Ooh, somebody's scratching tickets.
Talk to me, Scott.
Play the lotto, folks.
Is it a dud?
Scratch and Pete. Guess what? It didn't work.
Oh well.
Pete should be in here. Anthony's in the house though. Hello.
Yep.
Welcome in.
Hello, Anthony.
Anthony and George from Fearless Rambler. Hello, George.
Yeah, George came in a while ago too. And then CNS Travel says that's what we do. When finished getting dressed, check in, and then head to the dining room once the table is ready. That's a good move too. I don't step out of the room without checking in first because it could be 20 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be whatever. You just don't know how busy they're going to be.
Telling you, in the celebrity, we got lucky as I don't know how. Friday night and Saturday night, we went to the Moonlight Restaurant. And when we got there Friday, you have to wait for a while because we waited till we didn't have a reservation. So we went on one side, that is reservation, the other side is none. So we went on the none side, thinking that it might be a wall, it might be not. So we get there, and there's already a line of people asking for tables. The lady in front of us, the hostess says, "Well, we have a small table available for two. Would you like that table?" And the lady's like, "Well, but we have to put you in the list." And they went ahead and put them in the list anyway. I come up, and somehow she says to me, "Are you famous?" And I went like, "What?" And I turned around like, "Oh, you are talking to me. There's nobody else behind me." I said like, maybe you know something I don't know." She said, "No, I saw you interviewing a small kid up in the buffet area yesterday." I went like, "Oh yeah, that's for a video blog that I'm doing for YouTube." And she's like, "Oh yeah." She went above and beyond, moved tables around, got me and Alice sit down, and we had a great dinner, great service, and everything. I don't know what the hell was going on. The following evening, we just happened to go to the same place. As soon as I popped in, right in, no list, no nothing. Meanwhile, everybody else is waiting, and I'm like, "So this is what it feels like." Okay, good. So it was very nice. I made that. I'm telling you, celebrity, they batter up all over the wall because it was excellent, excellent, excellent service throughout the whole cruise. We had a great time, and I'm telling you, Bermuda topped that up on top because it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful island. Please go there if you get the chance to go. I'm looking forward to go again. So yes,
Yep.
Tis
And
a
of
beautiful
course,
island.
when you are going to these brand new ports or even another same port that you previously been to, always be open to new experiences.
true.
Try something new. Because if you keep going to the same place and just say, "Oh, I'm going to do Paradise Beach," or "I'm going to do Sancho's," all the time when you go to Cozumel,
Yeah.
eventually it's going to dry out, and it's going to be the
Oh,
same thing over and over and over again. So change it up every once in a while. Try something different. Try something new. Because you never know. Maybe that new place, you may enjoy that better than
true.
what you currently have been experiencing.
Yes.
And then last but not least, we covered a bit of it earlier, is about the portable chargers. Make sure you have a portable charger because it could be a lifesaver.
Charge it up. Charge it up.
I do have a outlet thing that I carry with me. I have extra American chargers. I have an European charger also, just one, but it has multiple adapters on the side for USB and C connections. So I'm more than prepared. And I also carry an extension and a fan. I gotta have a fan no matter where. I mean, even that room is cold like a freezer. I still have a fan.
Yep.
Yes, sir. And then, of course, we are, because it is Thursday, it is that time of the week where we get to find out who is the top chatter.
I thought we were gonna play trivia.
No, it's no trivia.
No, that was the show
Oh.
before that. Eddie.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
the show
know,
before
right?
that.
Sorry.
And Rob, MK Game and YT also has made it in.
Yep.
Like and share. All right. Thank you.
Welcome on in, and thank you for joining us.
Molto grazie.
Molto grazie.
And Mike made it in too. We have a solar power charger.
Nuts, nuts, nuts.
Yep.
Not sometimes, he's they are a little, I don't know. My guy, I don't know. I think Tracy is what keeps him alive, but he's a little.
And of course, we always encourage channel jumping between all the channels here tonight. Myself cruising on the high seas.
And travel.
And travel.
Eddie Luga Studios.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, Jeremy and Cheryl Cruise Adventures and Cruising is Fun Anytime. And just below me, controversial cruising.
Yep.
But of
The
course, like I
captain,
was
the real
mentioning,
captain.
the real captain, not just no Captain Billy.
Right.
That's the rear aft Commodore.
Rear aft admiral.
No, I call him a Commodore because
But
that's
we
the
are going to find out who is the top chatter in my streams for the past week. So we will start off with Eddie. Who do you think it may be?
I saw your name everywhere, so
It could be you.
And
Good to you.
It's probably you, Rob. Or it might be Matt.
okay, so
Wait, it's Max. It's Max. That's my guess. It's Max.
Yes.
Damn it. He tried to call me like 4 times this week, Max. And I had to miss him because that dude, I'm telling you, his sleep schedule, Max's, I wanna connect with you, Max, but dude, you call me right during work, dude.
Right.
So I'm telling you, Max must sleep during the night, and he's just like up and rambunctious and looking for bones and treats during work hours.
Yep.
Tell him I'll send him a milk phone next month.
see what Anthony says.
Yep, and hello,
Jeremy
Uncle
is
Vic.
way.
Oh,
without
snap. Oh, snap. Somebody
Oh,
getting thrown under the
Cheryl.
bus. Wow.
Cheryl's in the background. She's in the other room going, wait.
Yeah, hashtag wait a minute.
But without delay, let's share who it is.
Anthony, that was great. That was good, Anthony.
That was
Hey,
good.
Uncle Dave. Anthony.
All
Second mate,
right.
sir. Second mate. That was
Without
good.
no one's surprise,
Wait, listen.
it is
Oh, God.
Mr.
Max.
Controversial Cruising.
Whoa!
Oh,
Rig.
67 chats.
How?
What a
What the heck?
chatter.
Damn.
You're not even on the. Oh, wait a minute.
And
You're
my
not even-
top 15. Actually,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we'll just go with the top 10.
You're number 11 in your own show, dude.
I'm no loving my own show.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
top 10 are Revy's Kids and Terry with
Is this
5.
this week? Oh, wow. Do you
Yep,
have another
the
live
June
show?
show.
Oh, did you ever premiere? How did I get 67 chats? That's what I'm wondering.
I know,
didn't-
right?
You got 67 chats.
Where?
Eddie, I see that. I see that. So we got some of this going on right here.
Jamaican
Wait,
number
Okay.
here.
So when did you
No,
stop
none of
the
that's
last
going on.
one? Wait, Rob. When did you stop the last one to when did you start picking up on this one? Because you
it goes by the
only
week.
have one. You only have
This
one
would be-
live stream a week, right? Right
Yeah.
now,
2.
2. Okay, so I must have been in the other one. I had to have been in the other one.
It goes
This
by the
is
week.
as of the 29th to today.
I had to be. What's your other? When was your other one?
The last
this
live
week.
was Friday.
And he did a premiere on Taco Bell the other day.
No, I wasn't in
yeah,
that
you're-
one.
Yes,
I wasn't in. Oh wait, was the Friday one with Justin?
Friday one was with Mr. Lugo.
That was us, the usual suspects.
Yeah, well, he's running his stream also, so
restreams.
he's getting he's collecting stuff there.
He restreams the usual suspects also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's where he got the numbers from Scotty.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was in Eddie's side on Unusual Suspects.
No,
Until I
he's
came up.
streaming, so he all come up.
Yep.
I'm probably there. I'm probably there in the 20-something numbers or
Got it.
something.
Got it.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't care that
So
much on the chat.
The
myself.
June was number 9 with
I
5
wasn't
chats.
in Unusual Suspects. I was.
Jeremy and Cheryl, number 8 with 5
Look at that.
chats.
Number 7.
Eddie Lugo, number 7 with 7 chats.
Nice.
Cruising with Christian, number 6 with 9 chats. Call Me V at 5 with 11 chats.
Call me V.
Cruising is fun anytime at number 4 with 14 chats. The Pineapple King at number 3 with 17 chats. The Carnival Cruise Addicts sitting hot at number 2
Whoop whoop. Go CCA.
with 23 chats. And then Scott just blew everyone out of the water at
Frig,
number 1 with
Frig.
67 chats.
Frig. What's up, Savage
don't even
Man?
know.
How you doing? Hey, Koozies. What's up?
Cruising koozies. Oh, Batman! Batman's
Yes.
here. Batman.
Man.
Copyright claim. Shut up.
So we will see who will make it next. I won't be able to do it next week because I will be out of the studio when I am doing the stream. We mean this. I'll be out of the studio.
Yeah, you'll be doing some streaming someplace else.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Rob has promised some live streams from the ship. And I wanted to, before we let the people go, let's hear about your trip coming up, man. What are you the most excited about?
Getting back onto the high seas.
Yes.
And who knows what it may bring me.
Whoever you bring in with you, make sure they hold that camera and get a better drunk Rob dance.
Because I do have plans to get another dance in.
Yes.
Some sea footage. Lots and lots of footage. I plan to go live daily. Yes, I said the word daily.
Daily, you say.
Okay.
So-
We're going to have a dance off on the Paradise.
So make sure you come on over and like, subscribe, and share so you do not miss the opportunity of my live streams. And hit that notification bell.
Yeah, and look, we got busted, y'all. Cheryl's back
travel.
there. She said, I hear you.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Who said I hear you?
Wait, where?
Carol.
She did not.
Hey,
Mhm. She
hey.
said,
She did not. Where?
I don't see
right below Anthony.
I don't see nothing.
below Anthony.
Don't worry about it. It's all talk anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
I hear you.
yeah.
I hear
If you have a
you.
problem, you better let us know in the morning.
I see it now.
Also negotiated day off, good sir.
Oh, that's
I put my
And,
foot
and
down.
of course,
Oh,
loads
sure.
and loads of food reviews.
Yes.
Makes me laugh.
There's going to be a lot of food reviews being done.
Good.
Hey,
And
Hey,
hello, V.
Bee.
Call me
Oh,
V.
What are some things that you guys would love to see brought to the channel for this upcoming trip?
I want some lot of numbers.
Law of numbers. Unfortunately, I can't give you law of numbers.
No, gather inspiration from while you're on the high seas and just taking in all of that air and all that good stuff. Come up with some good numbers, man. Be inspired.
Rockin'.
Yep, and hopefully I can catch some more subscribers and
No, you don't
watch
catch
hours.
the fish. You don't catch the fish.
Are you gonna vlog it, Rob?
I'm gonna vlog everything.
All right.
Good.
Every
think-
last
Yeah, do like a little, vlog with Rob. Take us along on your days, and do a little sequence of, each day, and show us. What ship are you going on again?
Magic.
the
Ooh,
magic.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah, because like literally there will always be a camera, in this case, a banana
A banana.
in the hand.
There you go. I think that would be interesting. I think your subscribers and followers want to see like a vlog with Rob. I don't call it a vlog with Rob, but you know what I mean, vlog with Rob, like a what you're doing on your cruise. I think it's important for people to see what Rob on the cruising on the high seas and travel does on his cruises, so I want to see it. I want to see it. So
They know about cruising, but they don't know how Rob does it.
Yep.
Because we all cruise differently.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
And within there, you could do your food reviews, take us to the dining room, of course, all that's included, but that's all part of the day,
Yep.
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, because one thing for sure is that cat hat breakfast.
Yes.
Ooh, I love it. Love that. I recommend that for grown people. You don't have to have any kids or anything. Just check
No.
in, check in, pay your money, and reserve your table. It's well worth the experience. I enjoyed it because
Breakfast is good too.
I enjoyed the books, but the food wasn't that bad. Now, naturally, I did get my classic brunch steak and eggs.
Nice.
I didn't do the green eggs and ham. You know, I wasn't going to eat that, but the baby that we brought to the event did, and you know, it looked okay. I would eat it.
No,
But
it didn't.
I don't know. It's just
No,
like
it didn't.
what it is. Listen,
Ugh.
it's a piece of English muffin. Okay,
Ugh.
it's a piece of English muffin, half of an English muffin cut in half. They put the ham on top of that. Then they take an ice cream scoop, a perfectly rounded ice cream scoop of green eggs, and put it
No.
right there on the top. And that's the green eggs and ham breakfast.
I'm out. I'm out.
I'm serious.
No.
And the baby took it apart, right? And she was squeezing the green eggs between her fingers and stuff. She ate that. She ate the piece of the ham,
Gross.
and then she ate the English muffin. So I know that she enjoyed it. I had my traditional steak and eggs. I couldn't get away from it.
You're smart. You paid for it. You're smart. Yeah.
I'm a traditionalist. You know, what you'll catch on my breakfast plate is always the same: grits, bacon, eggs, toast.
Yep.
The only thing that I may change is the bread. If I can find an English muffin, I would rather an English muffin than toast.
Oh, you're a nooks and crannies kind of guy. Okay,
Love it.
okay.
It eats the butter up better. It eats the butter up better. Hey, would you rather butter toast or an English muffin?
Don't steal my would you rather for tomorrow.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
And then for sure, definitely, I check out Carvo's brunch at sea.
Sea Day brunch.
Sea Day brunch. Oh my God.
Brunch is a must. You have to go to Sea Day brunch.
Yep.
You have to. It's a must.
Me and Alice will be going this time.
I love it. And come highly recommended by Cruising is Fun Anytime is the Voyager Burger. The Voyager Burger is better than Guy's.
Yep.
I can attest to that. I've ordered a Voyager Burger before. All you got to do is get it with no egg and then do a side-by-side comparison to a Guy's.
Yep. And they have emerald spottings too. So depending on how long your sailing is, one time or two times at Sea Day brunch, there'll be like an emerald, 2 or 3 things from the emeralds menu on Jubilee or Carnival or Celebration or Mardi Gras, and it will be on the menu so you can taste it free of charge. They do that so you want to sail on the bigger ships, but still, I mean, hey, you want to give me, scallop potatoes and ham croquet and whatever? Cool, give it to me. I'm down. I see the emeralds, I'm like, that's what I want.
I do the $6 shrimp and grits.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Ooh.
Yeah, the shrimp and grits is awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yep, and then of course the Italian restaurant.
Yep,
Cucina.
I hear great reviews on it.
Cucina del
And-
Capitano.
Yep, and it's gonna be a good one.
Hey, babe.
If you
Is-
get the
is-
Nana's meatballs, though, let me tell you, if you go there and you get the Nana's meatballs,
Yes.
get 2 orders because the Nana's meatballs is actually Nana's meatball. So you only get one and you could really eat 2 because they're a big size, but they're not really, I could eat 2. So I know you could eat 2.
It's one meatball, but it also does have the red pepper flakes on it too. If you can't handle spicy, order it without the red pepper flakes because it comes naturally spicy.
Correct.
Okay. If you can't handle spice, order it without that. But
I feel like Rob loves spice. I feel like Rob loves
if you
spice.
like if you like red pepper flakes on your pizza, it shouldn't
White
bother you.
piña coladas.
Hello, Amy, too, Cruise Craze fam. Hey, boy. Well, hello.
Hello. Yep, no, I will be doing a whole bunch of potentially morning shows, definitely late night shows.
Love to catch you.
You may never know. I may just do a pop up and go, "Hey, I'm here."
Okay.
Turn
But
on your
I get to have set up shows. But we are at back down at the bottom of the hour once again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we all want to move on to the next streamer or call it in for a night, whatever your heart desires.
Well, Cruise Craze fam, it says it's tomorrow already. So,
Wow.
yep.
5 Friday.
And they're going, thank God it's Friday.
It's
Oh,
already
AM.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would figure it'd be AM and not PM yet.
right.
Still though, that's crazy. Wow.
So I'd like to thank you all for coming on out to tonight's stream. And I will for sure see you all Sunday at the Sail Away party.
On the high seas
Live.
and travel.
On Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. If I don't go live earlier.
Yes. No, you got to make some of that trip. We gotta be involved in the whole thing, man. You got an international flight. You got planes, trains, and automobiles to get you there. We want all of it.
Vlog it.
Yes. And on
Vlog
those
it
moments when
all.
you're not vlogging, go live.
Vlog with Rob.
And from what I understand, you go live on TikTok and play any kind of music, and they just don't do anything to you. So you can use that outlet too to do some of your lives.
Talking about that, the song that Charlie Mike sent me,
Yeah.
I was able to download it, and somehow I have no idea how I pulled it off, but I was able to make a video out of it on my cell phone with InShot, and I was able to download the song to it and play it through it. Unfortunately, once I downloaded it to YouTube, I got a copyright claim.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Man,
So
see,
I put the whole license agreement that he sent me for it.
yeah.
I put the whole thing on the description for the.
Oh well, that's licensed music then. No, you're not gonna. No, you got to use the AI. You got to use the AI because AI is not gonna fail you. It writes a song. It writes a song for you, and it will never repeat itself. That's what
he uses. He uses the AI, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what he uses. He uses Suno.
Well, that means that the beat has been reused. That beat has been used, and because there's license information that came with it, I wouldn't have used it at all because it's licensed to that person. It won't be yours. You can't use it.
I've used like 6 of his songs, and I have never gotten a copyright.
Wow.
I've used them on Thursday. I've used them on Match Game. Never a copyright. Same thing with Jimmy, because him and Jimmy use the same platform. It's called Suno, SUNO. It's not a secret, right? You can pay $10 a month and you can make these songs yourself. And I have never gotten a copyright, and they have made multiple songs. Jimmy's made more songs than Mike has, and I've used almost all of them. Some of them aren't as good as, but I've used them and never once have gotten a copyright at all on any of them.
It's my channel. Somebody's keeping an eye on my stuff.
That is crazy.
Yeah. They got him under a microscope right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They do. Dude. Anything that he's going to put out is going to be judged.
That is effed up.
Yep.
That's why I don't restream I restream off of Eddie for Usual Suspects, but that's it. I don't restream off of anybody because, anybody can run any clip at any time. And it's like, if your channel is monetized, they're for sure looking at you, know, and I can't take the chance.
Yeah.
Right. Hello, John and Nancy too. They said, listening as I drive to work. Oh, wow. Night shift.
Ooh.
Night shift.
Hey,
night shift.
I hated it. And even though I'm retired now, I still hate it.
Yeah. Well, you're pulling night shift now, but for a different reason. Up at night sneaking talk.
This is night evening stuff right now. So no, this I could deal with, but
working right now.
The going 10 o'clock at night till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, not anymore.
Yep.
Pulling those late nights so he can get up for those morning quickies, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tonight I'll pull an all-nighter because I didn't sleep for nothing, and then finally took a nap around 11 o'clock in the morning.
Before we get out here, Scott, there is a question for you.
Yep.
Is
no
that
way. That is Hawaiian Kona Wave.
Oh,
Because I am getting ready to go to Hawaii in about 9 days. So tomorrow I'm in KMA territory. So when I wake up, I know everybody's going to be saying KMA.
La 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 la.
But
My
anyways,
last day, I can live in double digits.
So
10
thank
days
you all.
away. 10 days away right now. So I can still live in non-KMA territory.
And
Okay.
he has a coach costume for it.
Scott, real quick. Scott, real quick. Would you rather Dos Equis or Corona?
Corona, all the way. Corona. For me,
Corona Extra or Corona Light?
It don't matter.
extra with the lime in it.
Extra with the lime, then. Okay, cool. If you're not going to limit me to either one, then yeah, Corona with the lime. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm more of a Dos Equis guy. See, we got an X in the chat from Cruise Nuts.
Ooh, okay.
And
No.
Baby has a question. Scott, are you packed?
No, I told you this morning I'm not
No.
packed, Cheryl. I know.
Well,
No,
you
I'll
went to
probably
the
pack. Okay, so what is today? Today is
Thursday,
Thursday,
September 5th.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will probably pack next Tuesday.
Mm.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday.
I don't have any
Modelo.
lives or anything next Tuesday.
I never had
so-
Modelo. I've always done Corona until I met Dos Equis, and then I put Corona behind me. Yep.
I have a Modelo in my
Corona
fridge, an old
down.
Modelo in my fridge. I do.
Never
Yeah,
had Modelo.
I never had a Dos Equis. I never had a Modelo. So
Wow.
sorry.
Wow.
The Mexican beer, I don't, even Corona.
Mhm.
We were buying the cases and cases and cases on our remodels.
Yeah.
But never
Mm.
had the other ones either. So, but not anymore. I will never try them anyway. So
Cruise Craze fam, so jealous. Great Barrier Reef next month. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And Anthony Almove says Suno in Louisiana is Southern University of New Orleans.
Yeah, it is.
And Pineapple Man is saying a bucket on the 2.0, guys.
Hey, I already got a bucket of Dos Equis on in the shopping cart right now. It's just waiting for me to close that sucker down.
Wait,
Anxiety
take,
attack.
non-alcohol.
don't
peanut
worry,
butter.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Cheryl. Okay, so to put your mind at ease. Oh, VentureCast just came in.
I know.
VentureCast.
Yo, what's up?
Thursday.
Welcome
Thursday?
back.
Hopefully next week we get some morning Tuesday and Thursdays with VentureCast too. So
Right.
I'm
And I know
see
he got
about your
some-
trip, buddy.
I know he got some stuff to tell us about.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, okay. So Cheryl, I am going to pack very, very, very light on this cruise. One, I am platinum, so I can get my stuff washed multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I know, and I just went to Alaska, and I know Alaska is not like Hawaii, but I know I'm going to want to buy things in Hawaii. And I had a very bad problem in Alaska. I damn near had to sit on my suitcase to get that sucker zipped, and that boy was 49.8. I kid
Nice.
you not.
Ooh.
I went up. I thought I was going to have to pay extra. I was almost mentally prepared. I put it up. It's at 49. By
Woo!
put that sucker through. And I had a lot of souvenirs. I had a lot of, giveaways for the channel and things like
Mhm.
that. So I said, no, this time I am going to bring some summer ready, Hawaii things, shorts and
Yeah.
button ups and, t-shirts and things like that. But I am going to go super light. I'm going to rewash. I have 15 days. So basically I'm going to wear, 7 outfits. I'm going to rewash them and then rejumble them and, do them in a different way the next 7 days or 8 days or whatever it
That'll
is.
work.
So I have room for, souvenirs. Otherwise, I have never been on a 15-day cruise and I don't even know how to begin to pack for that. So I can't even. So I got to keep it bare bones.
I like the 2-week
Yep.
cruises, 14 days. So that's the one I like the most so far.
I can't wait. But yeah, definitely re-wash clothes and things like that. I'm not bringing 14 outfits. I can't. There's no way. I don't have a suitcase that's big enough for it.
Yep.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and that you got a long flight too. So
No, I have a short flight.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
to California,
already-
that's it?
Yeah,
Okay,
San Francisco. Yeah, short flight.
San Fran.
San Francisco.
San
Same one that I
Francisco.
went. Same. Okay, so it's the same port that I went out of Alaska, but Alaska I go this way. Hawaii we go that way,
Mm-hmm.
and we go
Is
straight
that
out.
a 5-hour flight from California, or 6?
From Arizona.
No, from California. Is that a 5 or 6-hour flight to
Oh,
Hawaii?
to hope.
Oh, wait a minute. You're on the cruise.
He's
We're
Duh.
on a cruise.
It's a round trip cruise.
Yeah.
Flying there.
Yeah, Carnival Miracle, and I that's what I said.
yeah.
Ironically enough, that it's the same port that I went to Alaska from. We're just going in different directions, and 4 days. So I get 4 sea days going to Hawaii. We hit 4 different ports in Hawaii, 1 Ensenada on the way back, the whole cruise closed loop cruise thing, and then we have 4 sea days coming back.
Hey, we got a question in the chat from Uncle Dave, who has made it into the chat. Hello. And he says, I need a new case. What do y'all recommend? I want a hard side with 4 wheels. I have a 2-wheel soft side now. I just bought a new set of hard shells, and I could not be happier. Walmart actually sells them in 2 packs. Like you get a big one and a small one, or the small one in the big one. And for like $50, you get 2 hard shell suitcases. I gave Hannah the small one. I have a medium-sized bag for myself. Okay. It's big enough for me, and it won't fall down. That's what I couldn't stand about the soft ones, because they were always falling over. You know, they were always falling over.
Don't say it too loud, Jeremy.
No, I'm serious.
You know, somebody's listening. She's like, wait a minute, I need space in there to put more stuff.
No, she got her. She got her a big hard shell. Okay,
of course.
I went back and got me and Hannah a smaller hard shell.
Right.
Okay, yes. So we all have hard shells now. All is well.
Sorry,
Elijah's gonna get one too. I thought you meant for.
I have this bag of sunglasses. When am I gonna put them?
It
You put in your luggage. Get it in there. Wait.
If Cheryl's on the show tomorrow, she's gonna kick your butt.
I know, right? Everybody, we're all under the bus tomorrow.
Alice,
I'm used to it.
Yep.
I hope Cheryl's there tomorrow. It's always a surprise on Friday. It's like, will Cheryl be there tomorrow?
I know, right? Well, just call her. Call her out.
Union rep said she'll be there.
Well, what was the most funny thing is I was calling up Najuma Brown this morning,
and she showed up.
And she shows up.
Yep.
You're a paging Najuma.
Room.
Najuma's gonna throw you over the ship. Throw you overboard. Keep messing with her.
That's great.
Yeah. But
see you later, Anthony.
Anyways, I gotta get out of here because I got a show I need to go watch tomorrow morning.
Yep.
And then I need to make sure everything's all in its bag for the next day.
Yeah, packing would be a very good thing.
Yep.
And charging up all your stuff, and
you have less space than me.
And formatting your memory cards.
Yep.
And taking your medicine.
Yep.
And all of that.
Yep.
Well, I hope
you get a busy day.
I hope I don't have to take my medicine, because if I have to take it, it means it's a very, very bad day.
I know, but you still got to bring it.
I still got to bring it.
And yeah, see, we got busted again. She says, I hear y'all. Boom. And the gauntlet has been laid down. Cheryl, will you be on the GLT tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's make it rain. Wait, where is it, Rob? It's not working. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're making it rain.
And I really think you guys should put a poll question up of the question that I put up today. Does Cheryl increase views in all 3 chats? Because I'm telling you, it is like 89% to 90%. Yes.
Yes.
Cheryl, you increase the views on Go Live.
That's what I keep telling her every time she shows up.
Yep.
You get higher. There are more comments. There's more stuff going on.
That's right.
And she's not funny, but she's hilarious. She's hilarious. She just says what's on her mind. Like I said this morning, she's like my mom. She's freaking hilarious.
Yep.
She doesn't even realize it.
I could throw her under the bus right now. But you know what? I'm gonna save it for tomorrow.
Adventure Cats. Is that a banana hammock came from the Philippines?
I know, right?
I want to know.
You look like you had a good time over there. I really,
I hope so. Yeah.
Yep.
it's on my bucket list to go over there to Thailand.
Oh my God, we just got burned by Uncle Dave. Hashtag not your segment.
No.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you for putting this in line, Uncle Dave. We really appreciate that.
Cheryl should be the one thanking you. Oh my God,
Yep,
look at
that's
that.
right. That's right.
Uncle Dave stepping in for Cheryl.
Yes.
Not your segment.
Not your segment.
But anyways, thank you all for coming out tonight, and I'll see you on the high seas.
Or wherever
Bye,
travels
guys.
may take
And
us.
wherever God may take us. Anything else to say before we guys go?
Nope.
We're all good? Okay.
Hashtag not
You
your
all have-
segment.
Stay out
you
of
all have an
trouble.
amazing
I got no money for hotel,
No
so.
money for-
night. Okay.
Bye.